Hey folks, welcome back to the shop. Well, Santa just stopped by and dropped off some stuff. Apparently Christmas is coming early here at the old Pastor Fred shop. No, my wife ordered all this and sent it to me. Um, let's see what it is. Let's open it up. We know that this is from Wen, which is actually one of my favorite tool companies. So let's see what it is and let's get it set up and let's put it to use because boy, I could really use it just like right now. I think it's funny that when the Amazon guy dropped this off, I was waiting on him. And when he handed it to me, he said, "Be careful, it's kind of heavy." Am I that old? No. Instrucciones, that's good. This looks like accessories and stuff of that. Oh, that's heavy. Stuff of that nature. We'll set that over there. You can see I still have 4x4 pine on my, what in God's name? On the bench there because I'm still in the middle of making Christmas gifts. I don't know what my best game plan here is for this. Be careful, it's heavy. Let's go ahead and tip her up here. Oh, mercy. Okay. All right, let's get him down here. Oh, okay. There we go. 8-inch slow speed bench grinder. That is a slow speed, right? Yeah, slow speed. That's I specifically wanted a slow speed bench grinder. So there's the old Wen bench grinder with instructions. Ooh, that's pretty. That is a CBN wheel. Do you see where this is going yet? Okay. Let's move down here. Yeah. Oh, might need to replace the blade in this. Get off me in this knife. More styrofoam. Great. Let's put him down here. That's really light. I don't think there's anything in that. Okay. How does this... Oh, it's upside down. What an idiot. We can fix that. We can't. It's far too late. We needed the old this side up is what we needed. Like the leg lamp. You know what movie I'm talking about, right? The leg lamp. Fragile. Pro grind systems instructions. This is for sharpening lathe tool. Oh wow, there's a lot of. What is that? I have no idea. What is that? No idea. But this is for sharpening lathe tools. I don't know if I mentioned to you guys, but my goal for 2025 was to start using traditional tools. And I don't know if you picked it up on the snowman that I made, first of 13 or 14, I forget. But I used traditional tools for the most part to make that snowman and everyone after that. So the problem, not problem, but if you're going to use traditional tools, you have to have a way to show. Where does that get in there? There we go. You have to have a way to sharpen them, okay? Which is bench grinder, CBN wheel, and I call it a sharpening jig. All right. Da, da, da. Always cut away from yourself. box in a box. No tape necessary. Ooh. Oh, it's a tube. It's a tube. Oh, okay. Ugh. Maybe it's this side. Nope. I can't. Help me. Oh boy. Got her. Ugh. Good Lord, it's like buying a new CD or a DVD. Do people still buy CDs and DVDs? Ooh. Oh. That's what that's supposed to. That's a spindle gouge? Huh. Looks more like a bowl gouge. That's going to be so much nicer to work with. Okay. So, Wifey Pooh set me up. Okay. All I got to do is find a place to put this stuff. I have a feeling the drill press is going to get moved again. But let's get this set up because at least at the moment, this is more important. Okay. This is where this is going to live. Be careful. You're standing right beside the heater, by the way. Don't want to see you burn yourself. All right. We have to change the wheel. This came stock with a 60 grit and a 120 grit. This CBN wheel is a 180 grit. So I think I'm going to take the 60 grit off and hold on to that in case I have to reshape tools. But let's find out. First, we're going to unplug it. Bench grinder safety, personal safety. We don't care about any of that. How do we... Folks, here's why I don't use instructions. Lawnmower blade. What? Huh? Oh, here we go. All right. Replacing the grinding wheel. Disconnect the grinder power. Did that. I'm a step ahead. Funny how the microphone doesn't work if you don't recharge it. Basically, what I'm telling you here is that I got the wheel on. It was not very easy to get put on. I did have to use a little bit of persuasion. Basically, a brand new grinder and a brand new wheel made it kind of difficult to put on. I am keeping that 60 grit wheel. In fact, it's still sitting right there. And of course, now all that's left is that I have to actually mount the grinder to the bench top. Can't have it walking away on me. I mean to tell you. Okay, so had to do some adjusting. This needed raised up like 1.5 inches because this guy, which way did he go? This way. Has to fit under there. So we got that jacked up to where it needs to be so that that clears. This, nothing sketchy here to see, okay? Just, you know. This needs to come back this way a little bit. I went ahead and lined it up and marked all the holes and did all that. And I'm feeling like, you know, close enough is close enough, but maybe not. Oh boy. I did this once. I was taking out a turbo 350 transmission out of a 74 Chevy Impala. Kind of the same thing. Okay. I'm not going to mount this to the bench top until I know where everything has to go. I know that has to go there. So I'm going to do the same thing over here, and then I'll bring you in whenever, hopefully, I'm taking the next step, which is only going to be a couple minutes. Okay, so everything is mounted, and their instructions are like reading a comic book. You know, you get everything put together, and it says, oh, here's these, put these on. That's these little guys here. But what I'm noticing is, so this is the jig that you put your tool in, and I've got issues with it already. Let's bring that this way. Maybe that'll help me out. Put it in upside down, because why not? Okay. So that's hitting that. And that's going to be a little bit of a problem. Let's see what it does. Maybe it'll just bring it down flat and I won't have to worry about it. Or it might do that. So still haven't recharged the microphone. It died again. What's happening here is there's a rod that slides in and out that does all the adjusting for the sharpening, and I have to drill a hole through the backsplash and almost went through the window. It was close, but I didn't, so yay. Okay, and as you're about to see, the rod or the cradle that fits the jig actually fits, and it goes all the way back. And that's not actually something I need to worry about going through the window. It'll hit the grinder before it gets that far, but it needs to be able to slide back that far. And apparently I drilled the hole in the right place, so that's good. And now with everything bolted down and everything working the way it's supposed to be, all I have to do now is try it out. I am using this for the first time on my 1/4 inch spindle gouge, not the brand new one I just got. And I have no clue what I'm doing here. I just started lining things up and saying, no, that doesn't look right. Didn't read the instructions because why would I? What I end up doing is just sliding things into position until the angle of the gouge met the wheel. And it sharpened really nicely, but that's not the way you're supposed to do it. It's not repeatable. So after reading the instructions, I did figure out the right way to do it. But for this first time, it did sharpen very nicely as I attempt to try and show you here. It's a nice, clean, sharpened edge. And so what this is going to do is it's going to greatly improve things in the shop when it comes to the lathe. Again, you can't use traditional tools if you don't have a way to sharpen them. So I apologize for the microphone, but I appreciate you sticking around. And I will see you on the next one. And God bless.